Good morning, children. In this session, we are going to see about what are physical changes and chemical changes. In our previous class, we have learned how a change in matter occurs. What are the different processes we will be using? Now, changes in states occur by increasing or decreasing temperature. Suppose if we consider a solid, that is, for example, ice. If you increase the temperature, it melts and converts itself into liquid, that is water. If you increase the temperature, it starts boiling and converts into gaseous state, that is steam or water vapor. Now, when you decrease, so by gaining heat, solid can convert into liquid and liquid can be converted into gas. So conversion of solid into liquid is melting and liquid into gas is boiling. When you decrease the temperature, that means by loss in heat, gas can be converted into liquid. This process is known as condensation. For example, we have seen already when water is boiling, when steam is coming, a cool plate, if you keep on the steam, on the vapors, small droplets of water will be formed under the plate. This is the process of condensation. Then the liquid, still when cool, it converts into solid. For example, by losing heat, water, when you are keeping in the refrigerator, it becomes again ice. This process is known as freezing. So, in condensation process, gas can be converted into liquid by loss of heat, and liquid will be converted into gas by gain of heat. That process is evaporation. At a particular temperature, when these changes are occurring, that is solid, totally whatever we have taken in the container, when it converts into liquid at a particular temperature, that is known as melting point. Same way, whenever a liquid completely, whatever is taken in the container, after gaining heat, after boiling, totally converting into gas, at a particular temperature, that is known as boiling point. Same way, when a liquid, completely whatever taken in the container, becomes into solid by losing heat in it, at a particular temperature, it is called as freezing point. This is all what we have learned in the previous class. Now, even by compressing gas, you can convert it into liquid. Now, when you observe how it is possible, because when you are observing, this is all based in the intermolecular spaces. Whenever any matter is gaining heat, what will happen? The energy in the molecules increases. That is the kinetic energy, and they will move vigorously. Here you can see the gas particles moving, molecules moving. Same way, here because of large intermolecular spaces, whereas in liquids, little movement you can observe, whereas in gases, very negligible vibratory movement will be there. So little movement will be there and they will expand by gaining heat. Next, what is the difference between these when the changes are occurring? There are two types of changes they will occur. That is, some changes will occur only in the physical properties of the matter. That is called as physical change. Whereas if that is in the composition of matter, if change occurs, it is called as a chemical change. Now, here are some examples of physical and chemical changes. After studying in detail about physical and chemical changes, we have to differentiate all these into physical and chemical changes. Now, what is a physical change? A physical change alters meaning is changes the form of a substance, but does not change it to another substance. Just it will be changing either into liquid or solid or gas, but the composition will not be changing. That means substance won't change. For example, ice will be occurring in three forms, that is solid, liquid and gas. In solid form, it is ice. In liquid form, it is water. In gaseous form, it is steam. But the substance, what it is containing the composition, two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom, it does not change. So physical change is nothing but change occurs only in the matter, either the state or the shape or size, or it may dissolve in another substance. Otherwise, it changes its phase like freezing, boiling, evaporation, condensation. That is only in the physical properties like the volume. Size and shape means volume, weight and mass. It will be changing like physical properties, its density. Now, here is one example, what it is, making orange juice. This is a physical change. There is no substance is changing in here. So what are all the physical properties? The texture. Texture means the surface, whether it is smooth or rough. Shape will be changing, size will be changing, color and odor. This will be, even you can observe in the chemical change also. In physical change also, as well as color change, odor means smell. Change you can observe even in chemical changes. But size, shape, texture, volume, mass, weight, density, these are the main physical properties which will be changing. In case of physical changes, that means the substance won't change. You can get back the substance once again. For example, here if you have taken ice cube, when it is melting, it is becoming into water by absorption of heat. Again, when you freeze it, it loses its heat and it becomes ice again. That means it is reversible reaction. So physical changes occurs in the physical properties of matter like texture, shape, size, volume, mass, weight, density, as well as color and odor, and they are reversible. And here, when you are boiling water, it is changing into steam or water vapor. Again, when you cool the steam, it comes back into water. This is a reversible change. Now, here when you are observing this painting on the wall, substance won't be changed, but you are taken paint from the bucket and putting on the wall. That's it. Substance won't be changed. Then next, cutting of a paper. Here shape and size will be changing. Here drying ice. Dry ice is nothing but by increasing the pressure inside a gas, you can compress it and make it to solid form. Dry ice is nothing but solid carbon dioxide. Coming to another examples, melting of ice, cutting of wood. These are all physical change examples. Now coming to the chemical changes, these will occur in the chemical properties. That means completely a new substance will be formed. You cannot get back the old substance. That means it is not reversible. That is, it is irreversible reaction. It may burn. Temperature, energy changes will occur while heating and cooling. Bubbles will form. Color will change. Sometimes precipitate will form. These are all the properties will be changing when a chemical changes occur. So when a substance undergoes chemical change, it is changed into different substance with different properties. So to identify whether it is a chemical change or physical change, you can observe some observations, physical observation, what it is in chemical changes, bubble formation, fizzing, light production, smoke, and presence of heat will be seen, observed. Then, for example, baking of a cake. This is a chemical change. Again, you won't get back the ingredients. Now temperature changes. See, when you are taking some liquid which is in blue color, when you are increasing, going on increasing, its color is changing. Again, it won't get back. Even the leaf, it's green, tender leaf, changes its color into orange, finally yellow. Again, you cannot get back the same leaf into green. This is chemical change. Now, see, putting sugar crystals in the tea, it's a chemical change. Again, you won't get back. It will be mixed, dissolved in the tea, and you will not get back the tea sugar crystals. Same way, the fluid which is burning in this lighter, the light fluid which is burned, again, you have to fill with again the fuel. You won't get back whatever is combusted fuel. Then going the rocket into the space, fuel burning in the rocket. Then toasting a bread. Again, you cannot get back the raw bread. These are all chemical changes, completely color change, everything. Rusting of iron. Actually, basic color is this gray, shiny. After rusting, brownish red. Now, this candle burning only comes under both physical and chemical change. Which part is physical change? Which part is chemical change? Melting of wax comes under physical change, whereas burning of wick comes under chemical change. Now, here are some of the examples which are physical and chemical changes given. Tearing a paper is a physical change. Mixes salt and water, physical change. Burning a paper, chemical change. Evaporation of salt water and getting salt from salt water is a physical change. Mixes vinegar with baking soda, it's a chemical change. Some gas is released. So, what actually we have learned? What are physical changes? When the change occurs only in the shape, size, and state of matter, it is called as physical change. This writing activity, how you will write it, the differences between physical and chemical change. First point, you need to write that only the changes which occur only in the physical properties of matter are called as physical changes. These are temporary changes. They can be reversed. No new substance is formed. No energy changes will occur. This can be done by heating and cooling. For example, if you heat water, it converts into steam. On cooling steam, it comes back into water again. Similarly, when you freeze water, it becomes ice. When ice is kept outside a warm place, it again melts and comes back into water. So some other examples are stretching a rubber band, blowing a balloon, cutting of hair, cutting of wood, all what we have seen at the back. Same way, coming to the chemical changes, what are chemical changes? All together in the chemical properties change. That means altogether the matter itself is a new substance. It becomes into a new substance. It's called a chemical change. So how can you say this is a chemical change? By observing the reaction. How? Bubble formation, color change, gas evolution, precipitate formation. So these are all some of the observations you can observe the chemical properties, and it cannot be reversible. It is a permanent change. New substance completely will form. Energy changes will occur either in the form of absorption or heat will be evolved. And a new substance is formed. For example, we have seen already burning of a paper, then burning of the paper completely changes into ash. Again, ash cannot become into paper. Same way, we have seen already burning of wick in a candle, roasting bread, then making an omelette from egg. Another examples like chapati making from the flour and curdling of milk. These are all. Thank you, children.